take that Brody and get it into the battle between Team the Ohio Brothers and Team Devo. So far, I think that I'm so interested in seeing Best Player 1 play that Fanny, because Fanny players are always annoying during the early game, and that's what Zia needs to secure some damage at the late game.
I think that, especially for Zia, I've seen his streams, I've seen him actually play this Fanny. He's very competent on it, and he's able to get double digits in terms of kills, but closing out the game, it's not up to him. That's the problem with the Fanny, right? You get this big snowball, but you're still dependent on the rest of your teammates to kind of close out the game to help you get those structures. The real problem is whether or not Zia can actually survive against Carvey until the reinforcements show up.
And also Fanny was that emblem. She can actually deal a lot. Oh, Magister.
Yep, super short, taking quite a little bit of damage, and I gotta say, some respect coming in from Best Player. Usually we see a quick rotation to the opposing buff. Now Magister finds Best Player, and Best Player is just like, okay, I'm just gonna swoop here, gonna swoop there. Are you gonna run away? Yes, you are. I'm not gonna chase.
And also, as I want to complete my point, Best Player 1 with that emblem, he can actually deal a lot of damage even after finishing his combo. We have got to use to see a Fanny player, or like Fanny players using 2 cables and then like the ultimate thing, but in international tournaments we will not see that happen. We'll see pro players play Fanny. So by hitting as much hits as he can to a target, he will deal a lot of damage after he walks away.
A lot of this is going to be dependent on that purple buff, right? And I think especially for high-level games, when you see something like Fanny, a lot of the communication is Fanny, does she have the purple buff, right? Does she have enough energy? Are we slacking in lane? Because as soon as you overextend in lane, Fanny can easily just show up and take you out because of a simple mistake. So keep in mind, use fault, trying to keep it as tight as possible.
I'm not a Fanny player, but my question is, does Sunset Lover have the Nether Realm? And he has right now. So the Fanny, if you want to get a kill, find out where Sunset Lover is. Don't go towards the sun.
If you come close to the sun, you will get burned for sure. Good communication actually from the side of Team Deo's Volt in terms of the mid lane control, having that level 4 and also securing that first turtle, the Ohio Brothers. And actually one of these pro players of Fanny told me Fanny is not that hero that will go and contest for turtles at the early game. It's rather for the kills and also to annoy.
I would say it's a test of luck. Do I get it? Do I not? It's like you go in, you red street, and then you go out. It's like, did I get it? No. All right.
All right, next time.
Yeah, that's a fair point, but let's calm down here, Icarus, for a second. Because so far,
Best Player finds Carvey. Carvey, can you run away from this situation? Looks like he cannot. First one for Best Player 1, but he gets taken down by Magister, and now Super Shark has to run away, and he is able to do so. But down at the bottom lane, Milo has to retreat.
He manages to get out of there. He's chunked out, but he still has to stick around for that wave. I don't think they have enough. King Bomba has enough to take him out underneath his turret, especially since Mielo is running the Fire Emblem, so he should be able to get just enough spell vamp to keep himself alive.
And actually, Valentina having that Minotaur ult, I think that it's gonna be quite dangerous to expect the Flicker ultimate coming from that Valentina. And also, don't forget that Sunset Lover's ult is also as good as the Minotaur's one. So the team, the Ohio Brothers, and especially Hun, he have a lot to choose from, but having the Necklace of Durance on Valentina that early, would you agree?
It's a cost-efficient item. It makes sure that Sawo isn't able to top up his teammates in time, especially since he is building up on his Rome Blessing as well. Let's not forget, Best Player, he's going to be going for Blade of Heptacy, so it's important that that burst damage is valuable rather than getting out-sustained.
I would say as well, because early game you can build that Elegant Gem, so sustaining in lane really isn't a problem. You can basically stay and always be available for a fight.
Yeah, I would actually prefer a little bit more damage.
Yep, and now looks like Sawo finding Milo, Super Shark finding Magister. Magister is gonna get saved. But right now, Magister is going to get taken down. Super Shark manages to get him there. And now Super Shark looks like he's controlling the situation. Sunset Lover goes in, but he does not have the damage just yet to take him down.
Beautifully done coming in from the Ohio Brothers. They should be able to secure this turtle, no problem whatsoever. But down by that bot side, Kid Bomba taking full advantage, looking to crack open the tier 1, and he successfully does so.
Yeah, a wonderful trade, a wonderful trade. There's nothing more to say than a wonderful trade for Team Deus Bolt, even though they lost the fight on the other side, on the opposite side of the map. While we don't expect actually to see that it doing the split push, it was the pick to do so. So now I think we will have a switch lane between the side laners because some resources need to be utilized for Carvey.
Yeah, it does need to be redistributed a little bit better, but I think at the end of the day, right, it comes down to when are they going to get strong. And Deus Vault have doubled down on, even if we don't get every single turtle of the game, it literally does not matter, right?
Yeah.
They're a composition that is looking to play for the mid stages, looking to play for the bigger objectives like the Lord and towers across the map.
Yeah, I think that's a diff push. At some point, it felt like it's a diff push.
Oh, Magister goes in, but he's 1 against 3. It looks like he's going to get taken down by Zia. And Milo is making sure that they want to continue to fight. Hoon, does he have enough damage to continue this? Looks like not really.
Okay, they back up here. Unfortunately, I mean, the Ohio brothers really want to snowball harder than they are right now. And so far, Dusol is doing a very good job at just smothering it as much as they can, right?
Yeah.
37 more seconds till the next upcoming turtle. They know the Ohio brothers are running out of time, will eventually have to be there.
Yeah, it's actually quite open. It's actually quite clear that Team the Ohio Brothers need or reclaim or claim that top lane turret, and they do get it. So for Team the Ohio Brothers, so far, things didn't look that good, even though they took the turtle or like the 3 turtles last game. This game is actually quite equivalent to the previous one in terms of the Ohio Brothers having a really good early game, but they couldn't maintain it.
I like the fact that there's Volt, the way that the draft works is that you want to engage a lot, and the Ohio brothers kind of understand is like, well, your team wants to engage, so if we engage, we're kind of doing what you want to do, so we're not going to do that. And as I said, that Super Shark just goes in, but so far, he's not distracted. He got out of there pretty safely. Now the turtle is going to get started by the Ohio brothers.
I mean, the assignment has been set for Super Shark, right? He's looking to instigate and try to get as many resources out of Deus Vault as possible. And if he does get an ultimate, that's a really big win for the Ohio brothers. At the end of the day, right, Deus Vault, they're like, okay, you want to sit on top of Turtle, kind of whatever. We want to go for the big counter engages. We got the Minotaur as well. We don't necessarily have to do much unless the Ohio brothers instigate it.
Yeah, the Ohio Brothers with that zoning, it's a really beautiful job to do actually down there at the bot lane. And also, I would say that Zia at this moment have his best time ever.
Oh, Milo goes in on the tree. Now Hoon is able to dish out the damage, and Primal Wrap by Hoon finds Kid Bomba, but Sao goes back in with the Minu and Free, manages to catch out Milo, and now Super Shark as well as Hoon has to go away. Zia came a little bit too late. The best player won. Does he want anything? He used the control onto Sao, but that's not the right target you want.
Oh man, Deus Vault, they're so good at sticking together. It's got to be a little frustrating for the Ohio brothers because every single time they find that opportunity, they're like, yes, they're finally out of gas. We can finally cash out. Deus Vault, they hunker down real good and make sure that their fortress is impenetrable.
And even though actually you have that Fanny, I was actually about to criticize the Fanny or the best player one because he haven't been showing us a lot of split bush, which is one of the most valuable things that Fanny players can offer, and he does answer me, and he does go to that top lane and manages to split Team Deus Vault apart. Well, actually, they are now down in numbers, but nothing's gonna happen. They need a spark.
Right now as well, Magister goes in, finds one target. Is that going to be enough? Hoon already uses the NetherRealm trying to protect his team. And Carvey is able to get out of that bad situation. Milo engages, but looks like not the target that he wants. Magister goes back in, but looks like Milo is too tanky for this situation. And Zia is just free hitting onto Sao. Sao is trying to survive, but Zia knocks him down.
Okay, I thought maybe the execution coming in for the Ohio brothers was almost lacking there because Harvey probably should have died, but I think it was a better option for Zia to not use his flicker considering what happened in game number 1. They looked for the punish, they isolated Sawo, and now we have a problem with Super Shark who ends up dying, and Zia has got to run.
Yeah, now Zia, Milo as well as Hoon is there. Are they going to help out? Are they going to be enough? Milo goes back in. Kid Bomba has to dash away, and Zia survives. Sunset Lover is going to flank from the side. Will he be there? Milo gets taken down. The Ohio brothers losing members.
The Ohio brothers are losing members, but they are winning turrets. Best player one on the other side of the map managed to take that second tier and also managed to steal that blue buff. So Team the Ohio brothers, even though they lost that fight on bot lane, they have got a really fair trade in my opinion, but the Lord might go down without even contesting.
Yep, this is the most important objective here, right? This is what Dude's Vault plays for. You can have as many turtles as you want. Doesn't matter to us as long as we get this Lord. Magister is able to secure it. Unfortunately for the Ohio brothers, this is where it starts to get really difficult.
I would say it was a bit of a mistake as well because best player one saw Sunset Lover and Sunset Lover just attacked him and was able to drop his energy low. If he had energy, I kind of feel like the Ohio brothers could contest, but spatial migration from Magister hitting Hoon, but purifies out of it. And now Super Shark. Looks like Kid Bomba isn't fast enough to catch him.
Yeah, the Ohio brothers are going to have to play defensive. So far, I mean, at the very least, we're not seeing that big snowball from the Ohio brothers. It's dead even 4-4 with a 1.1k lead for the side of the Ohio brothers. But at the end of the day, this is Deuce Volt's time. This is where they get strong. This is where they pull the trigger more often than not.
Yeah,
Sunset Lover as well going in front. Looks like they're just trying to zone everyone away.
And actually, as I told you, Fanny will take a lot of that pressure off the shoulders of Team the Ohio brothers with taking Kid Bomba back to the base, and also by recalling he can come back again and help his team to clear that load without facing a lot of casualties.
Yep, and now Magister goes in spatial migration onto Milo. Milo is very low, but looking at Super Shark going back, and Milo goes back in, and the Minotaur tries to help his teammate out, but Harvey gets taken down. Who gets a double kill onto Sunset Lover, and now Magister has to run away. Zia gets the killing spree. Zia flickers forward. He finds Magister. He gets a double.
That's what we wanted to see from the Ohio brothers. Split them up, and I was about to question, can they actually win a fight 4v4? And as Deuce Fall use all their resources, the Ohio brothers clap back.
Oh, Super Shark.
Yep, I feel like he's just trying to zone them away. The Ohio brothers this game definitely looks more confident.
Yeah, that's what I said about the constant pressure at the early game and having that Fanny serves that purpose to its limits. We saw that Team the Ohio brothers managed to split Team Deus Volt apart, making them look all around the map, being afraid from best player, making one of those backdoor plays that takes the base down and have nothing to do on the other side. Look here at the itemization, the Blade of Heptases by the Brody, and also that Fanny will make the damage more than bearable. The first hit will always hurt Team Deus Volt.
I mean, as long as they chunk down their players below 40% HP, there's a very good chance the Ohio brothers can clean up the bodies afterwards. But in the meantime, right, the big difference is starting to show in terms of gold. He's gonna take him out!
Ah! Kid Bomba, are we gonna outplay this? Best player tries to get a kill onto Kid Bomba.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, right now, Kid Bomba goes.
Hey, yo!
Hey, yo! Best player couldn't do it!
She
He gets taken down!
No! Why do they have to show the player cam? Even best player in you is like, I messed up! I messed up! Oh no, it's a little unfortunate, but hey, maybe they can recover, right? 24 seconds. They just need to buy 24 seconds worth of time for this upcoming Luminous Lord. Pull it to your side, reset it, do whatever you gotta do.
Sometimes it's too late just to pull back.
Yep, and now Super Shark is able to avoid the engage coming in from this Volt. But look at Sao! Sao gets taken down by Super Shark, and now they're moving in. Hoon using the Nether Realm, making sure that they can re-engage. The Lord is still very low, and best player one, he just respawned. But as of right now, Magister secures the Lord, and Milo looks like he wants to go for it. He wants Kid Bomba. Kid Bomba is gonna get taken down by Milo, and now best player one gets Corby.
All right. Good recovery. They did lose the Lord, but at least the Ohio brothers, they're like, don't worry, best player. We got this. We're going to make something happen for you. And they were able to make it happen. And even best player is like, I'm going to return the favor. Give me a purple buff. Let's start defending this upcoming Lord-empowered minions.
And also cleaning things off by best player was kind of his thing from the early game. What was that damage from the Punapod memory? Look, it hurts.
That's some big damage.
Oh, yeah.
So much. But even though Deuce Volt were the ones who got that very first Lord, it feels like the Ohio brothers have the empowered minions here as they're pushing in these lanes pretty quick.
Yeah.
I just gotta say, Zia did a lot of damage without the Demon Hunter Sword just now. Now he has it. Sao, you can't tank that much.
Yeah, he cannot take a lot of damage. As I told you, in case a tank dies a lot at the early stages, he will not be able to bear with the damage coming from the marksman, coming from any damage dealers, let's say, from the other opponent team. Team Devo's Volt right now, I think it's really hard for them to bounce back, even though they have a really good draft. All the numbers were in their favors, but again, this is not a game about numbers only. This is also a strategy game. So far, so good for Team the Ohio Brothers. They are the ones who managed to play their strategy quite well.
I mean, they got to find a way around it, right? Dewsball, they're now starting to realize that, okay, Zia is quite a problem here. It's going to be a little difficult to get on top of it considering there's so much counter engage, and more so that Super Shark can bail them out of tough situations. I think as of yet, because Zia is playing with that flicker, Magister might have to change his focus now to look for Zia and maybe get a follow-up from Sawo. Maybe even Kid Bomba might actually have to go for the onward flicker play.
And this is why I say, you know, using a Guinevere against a draft that has a lot of dashes is going to be very, very difficult. And honestly, this is one of those interactions that it's always a question. But if the Guinevere goes in with a spatial migration, if Zia is fast enough, he can stun it up and then just goes away.
Yeah, but look at this. If you said that he will make that stun, look at also you have Sao. He can knock up Zia and put him upon the ultimate of Magister. So there's a lot of possibilities where Zia is actually, or like Brody is actually a really bad pick here, but he managed to pull that off. 4-0-4. That's a really good KDA so far in terms of the draft against him. He's doing more than fine, but the maestro behind everything, the mastermind, and the one in control of the strings is actually Hun.
I don't know. I don't know. I think the Brody is completely okay considering what their draft is aiming to do. But I do agree with Hoon here. It's really important that he's able to kind of gel this team together. Wherever there are holes, he has an ultimate to see. Oh!
Yep, Purify used by Super Shark. Magister, a very good catch there. But looking at best player one, he's flanking, and Baseball, they might not know what's going on.
This is kind of looking good. Mielo, I'm looking for the edge.
Oh! Harvey gets taken. Oh, but look at best player. He goes from behind. And now there's no more Nether Realm from both sides of the team. Sao is going to get taken down. And best player tried to get a kill onto Harvey. Did not succeed. Killing spree for Hoon. And now Hoon has to go away. I don't know how Harvey has been surviving so many attempts by best player.
I mean, his positioning is real nice, real sharp. He makes sure that he's not overextended, but more so he holds on to that slide tackle like his life depends on it in every type of situation. If you look at the damage dealt, Hoon, he's been able to get some good Terrifies, but not exactly onto Carby just yet, and not in a way that can actually be converged upon. Zia is doing a great job with his positioning this time compared to game number one, and now with the Lord in their grasps, I don't know whether the Ohio Brothers want to instigate a fight or just focus on securing the Lord.
Yeah, I think they should just zone that Lord out and take that Lord down. Team the Ohio Brothers at this moment had to relocate, to reposition themselves, and also not just that. Actually, Hun, in all of these things happening on the screen right now, he managed to get that freeze, so we might see an outplay. We might see Hun actually taking a risk and then playing with the minds of Team Deo's Volt.
I would say right now the pressure is definitely on the gold laners as well as the mid laners, because it looks like both teams, they're really aiming for those damage dealers. And I gotta say, if Deo's Volt, they made sure that Carvey stays alive long enough, I feel like they can defend this. But the moment Carvey is out, and even Sunset, if Sunset Lover gets taken out as well, then it might be game over.
Yeah, it could be really tough here, especially with the Luminous Lord walking down towards the inhibitor sides, right? I mean, so far, Magister has been trying to punish Super Shark at the very least, trying to get at least the Purifies down from the side of the Ohio Brothers to maybe set up for something bigger.
Yeah, it might be so hard to defend this, to be honest. It might be so difficult for Devo.
And right now, looks like the Ohio Brothers, they're going inside the base. The Lord managed to get one inhibitor. The Ohio Brothers are trying to focus on the mid. The minion is not there, but Zia wants to force it out. Just a few more hits left. Even best player's trying his best, but this is it doesn't want to go down.
No, does
I
not
forgot the
down.
English word for it. Stubborn. Yes.
Stubborn.
So stubborn.
Very stubborn indeed, but I think it's the Ohio Brothers showing respect. If they go for this engage, they know that Minoan Fury is going to come.
And now I'm looking at Milo. Milo goes in. He finds Carvey. Carvey instantly gets taken out. No Nether Realm there. And now Magister manages to find best player, but the Nether Realm helps him survive. Now the immortality has been used by best player, and best player gets taken down by Kid Bomba. And now Zia is still alive. Sunset Lover pulls in tree. Hoon is still alive. Unstoppable Milo for Zia, and now Magister, he's still tanky. He tries to go away, but Zia has the damage. Kid Bomba and Magister now no more immortality for the Bomba. Milo goes back in, and now monster kill for Zia. This is the Ohio Brothers game. They can end this, and they do. We're going to game number 3.
Great game coming up from the Ohio brothers. Similar to game number 1, but they fixed up all the problems, and more importantly, Zia this time not getting caught out.